What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another review. It's award season after all, so I'm just catching up on a bunch of different movies. There's no set schedule on when these are going to be posted. There's actually no set amount of movies or which movies I'm actually going to be watching, but I'm going to try to catch up in as many as possible that have missed, and that could be considered awards potential in any of the categories in the film. So this is the first one, Spencer. And this one stars Kristen Stewart as Princess Diana, and this one takes over the course of 3 days, I think. 3 days. So it's not like, some sprawling epic over Princess Diana's life. It's literally just less than a week. So it's directed by Pablo Lorraine, who also directed Jackie, which was the Natalie Portman-led film where she played Jackie Kennedy. And that was such a well-done film. It was beautiful. It was haunting. And the score really captured my attention that year as my favorite score and also my favorite performance. And so I was looking forward to anything that Pablo wanted to do. And so him tackling a Princess Diana story, that just makes sense to me, because it seems like Pablo has a fascination with powerful people and just really kind of making them feel vulnerable and making them feel like a human. Because a lot of people, when they see famous people, are just putting them on pedestals, and they just don't really realize that they're human beings like the rest of us, and they have issues that we all go through. And people tend to forget that, but Pablo, kind of takes that and just shows you hey, this is a person that had real problems, and no one really addressed it, and she never really felt accepted in the royal family, and this is just what it was, and it's really sad to watch. And so I knew that this was going to be at least a decent film, just given Pablo's track record. So I saw this one. I like it a lot. I still prefer Jackie. I think there's a little bit more meat on the bone, if you will, when it came to Jackie and just the way it was delivered, and there was a lot more oomph to it. This one is a good one. So obviously the thing that people are going to be talking about and the thing that's going to be driving the awards chatter is Kristen Stewart's performance, and she's absolutely wonderful in this film. She's very nuanced. She's very striking and powerful when the right scenes hit the most. She carries this film. She has the charisma of Princess Diana, and why she was so loved by many people, but also carrying that baggage on her shoulders of the internal stuff that not a lot of people knew about, and she just kept hidden because she didn't want to be scrutinized or judged, and it's just a really terrifying situation. And like I said, I think Kristen Stewart really kind of delivered that, showing all types of emotions that Princess Diana went through, and it's a really great performance. And then Pablo Lorraine's direction was also really solid. This is a man that understands aesthetic and really kind of captures the time period that it's in. Just like with Jackie, this one also has wonderful and just rich in detail production design, costume design, and really sets the stage and the tone and the atmosphere for the time period that it's sitting in. So that's absolutely wonderful. Also, I think this was shot on film because there is definitely a distinct grainy look to it. Also adds to the kind of aesthetic, if you will, the time period, and it really kind of feels like this old vintage film that we're watching, even though it was shot last year. So I thought his direction was just masterful in that way. Feeling like this painter that's just painting these wonderful scenes, beautiful, visceral, eye-popping scenes on a canvas. And so, just from a visual perspective, Pablo nails it. And of course, just guiding Kristen through her performance and really kind of showcasing this vulnerable, kind of just human side of Princess Diana. And that's what I've always liked about I guess Pablo's look into the wealthy and the famous and the powerful, is that they're just like us. They're human beings. They have stuff that they're going through just like we are. But a lot of people don't understand that because they just kind of view them on pedestals, and they don't really ask how they're doing or whatever. And so, Pablo just kind of showcases that, and just the horrifying situation that Princess Diana went through, because she was never accepted. And she always felt like the outsider, and she was trying her best. She kept a smile on her face when she was out in public, even though she was hurting on the inside. And so it's a great character piece to showcase, especially if people don't know Princess Diana's story. I didn't know about her internal stuff until my wife watched the interview or the documentary with the recorded tapes and everything. It's heartbreaking stuff, and this whole film is just tragic. Just seeing how famous people and people in the spotlight really just kind of get hammered in by paparazzi and just other people, and really just don't take care of themselves. And so he really kind of showcased Princess Diana's like mental health problems as well. And like, once again, it's one of those things where she seems like a very just nice person. You want to help her, like you want to help her so bad, like while you're watching this. And then of course we all know how her life ended, and once again, just tragic. And so I thought him just kind of showcasing Princess Diana as just a person was really kind of beautiful for me. So the score also, just like with Jackie, very kind of haunting, chaotic in some ways, scratching of the violin strings, random hits on the piano keys, and really kind of keeping you in mystery as to where the score was going to go. But also what we're watching on screen, like, this is a woman that's going through a crisis. It is kind of a chaotic situation. And like I said, it's also haunting and tragic. And so I think taking those elements and kind of applying it to the score, yeah, it makes sense. And so the score was also fantastic. The rest of the cast, Timothy Spall, I didn't even know he was in this. He's always a nice surprise. I always like watching him. The two that play the Princess Diana's kids, also, yeah. And then everyone else has like just pretty much equal screen time in terms of just excuse me, of where they're shown, you know, the scenes that they're in. Like, they get the job done. It's really nothing special. This is a Kristen Stewart led movie for sure. Like, this is her thing. And Pablo's. I think they both share it equally. So if you were into Princess Diana or the royal family, if you like slow burns, because this is not, you know, some high-paced, energetic movie. It's something that takes its time. It allows the actors to breathe in the scene, and just we kind of just see it play out. And it's just it's you know, it's refreshing to see something like this, and then, you know, flip over to something energetic and stuff, and keep going back and forth. But this one definitely is, like I said, a slow burn. Really great performances, great production design. If you were into that type of stuff, I think you're going to like this movie. I prefer Jackie over this one, but I know people are raving about this one more than Jackie. So, hey, that's the power of subjective opinion. So, but please let me know down below what you thought of Spencer, and what are the awards chances for Kristen Stewart, and maybe even cinematography, or, you know, score, or production design, costume design, any of that stuff. So maybe even director. So let me know down below what you thought of Spencer. And that will do it for this review, guys. I'm Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.